Hi guys, it's me, Mihao, and Jordan again, and it's 32nd episode of Search Yourself, a menswear podcast.
That's a lot now.
And today, an episode about dressing like a man in a world that wants you to look like a boy.
Yeah, I like that one.
It is even about.
Yeah, but I mean, that's true that if you look at it, a lot of people keep dressing up like when they were 13.
I mean, yeah, I think I mentioned that in one episode that guys older than 50, they're starting to have this like middle-age crisis, and they're
exactly.
dressing like teenagers, very like graphic T-shirts with
Just do a tattoo, dye your hair, do like anyone else.
Yeah. So that's so funny because you should dress for your age, but also you should just look good. And when you're 50, you're not so thin, you're not so maybe well built, you have some flaws, and wearing skinny jeans doesn't help you.
No, exactly.
And still you look your age.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's a time for, it's even worse, actually. You look even more your age.
Yeah.
There's a time for everything in life. And I will say that every 10 years, of course, all those things, they are just... They are things that society push on us, but we cannot pretend that society is not there watching. So in a certain way, you need to adapt a bit, unless you give yourself the freedom. And freedom is like anything else; it has a cost. So if you want to go against the rule, yeah, you should. Very good, but then you need to pay the bill. But otherwise, you are like anyone else. And every 10 years, I would say it's good to rethink a bit the way you are wearing clothes when you are 20, when you're 30, when you're 40, when you're 50. It doesn't mean that you need to change everything at all. Absolutely not. It means that, yeah, wearing those graphic T-shirts when you are 20 is perfectly all right. When you are 30, it's becoming a bit lame.
I was talking about it with my friend yesterday, and I said that her ex-boss actually started because he runs some kind of parties. He's a DJ over there, and he's my age, maybe even 1 year older. And he started to dress like he dressed when he was in his 20s. And it just looks like actually he's going through his middle-age crisis because those clothes, he just looks fake. He's not the same age, and you can actually notice that something is off.
Yeah, exactly. You just look weirder when you don't want to accept what everyone can see. And that goes the same with wearing garments. When you're wearing clothes, you are projecting an image. So if you don't accept, because you can pretend things about your personality. You can dress like a banker and not being a banker. It's gonna go so far that people will try to know you, and then you are not a banker.
Yeah, you're for the job that you wanna
get. Exactly. But about what you look like, well, you cannot pretend. You look your age or kind of your age, and then
you can fake it for a certain level, that making like a plastic surgeries, going through plastic surgeries, but yeah, you cannot hide your age that well. But it's also like, I would also say that the guys that are a bit older, they're dressing like in their 20s, but it's also guys in their 20s dressing like they're 50. I know all those.
I used to do that, actually.
Yeah, all those guys, we started somewhere as well. So I did that, you did that, and we dressed like very stiff old dudes, like politicians. We wanted to follow all the rules. We wanted to have all this like a full suit, buttoned, very stiff. We forgot to take out the pin from our behinds.
Yeah. Yeah, I tend to look like an old university teacher when I was like 16 or so.
Exactly.
I like this idea of dressing like a grandpa. There was something cool about it, but yeah, I was not really dressing my age. I would say that when you are a teen, you are never really dressing like you are because you are trying to project something. You're building yourself, so it doesn't really count
teenagers
until you're 20.
they used to copycat their friends.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And
the
we were
trends.
doing that too. And I would say until you're 18 or so, it's of course you're outside of those rules that we are talking about. You are just trying to figure yourself out. When you start being 18, you need to grow up, man. You need to you should have figured that out now, and you need to try to move forward on that. You have 2 years before being 20 and being a bit more smooth on your way of being. And I would say there is nothing more charming and elegant than dressing your age. It's very cool when you are younger. It's very charming when you get older.
But also in classic menswear, we have everything for every age.
Yeah, exactly.
We have full suits for like bankers. We have some grandpa core look. We have also young-ish menswear garments, like for example, Hollywood stars dressed like on motorcycles, driving race cars, and they dressed in very classic menswear garments, but still they looked hot, sexy, young, and masculine.
Yeah,
Also.
exactly. Yeah, you want to look masculine or feminine when you're a woman. You want to look like an adult. And looking like an adult, it means like, well, I'm grown up enough to know what I project on the others and how I look good, and to be my age. I mean, you need to embrace it. You are your age. It's there's nothing wrong with that, and you can wear on a more laid back side, Americana. You can wear. Loic, for example, he is like rocking it. All this.
We are talking about Loic in every episode.
Yeah, that's true. He needs to. He needs to go. It's because we're missing him. Come back, Loic.
Loic, you need to be our guest here.
But I have this friend also in France, Stéphane, the Boutique that I mentioned before. He is also wearing this cool clothes. He is around my age. Yeah, dress for your age. Dress also accordingly to this image that you are trying to project of yourself. But don't fake it. It's just wear it.
Because fashion designers are showing us their garments, like Balenciaga, for example, those crazy outfits, and following all those fast fashion trends, you need to be rich. Because it will be passé after 1 year, even more faster. Or like for example, Labubu. This
like 1 hour ago, I was like, "What the fuck is Labubu?"
Yeah, like everyone knows what Labubu is, but right now. But the thing is that it's going to be. It's going to be outdated very fast.
Yeah, exactly. Try not to follow fashion, because fashion is always telling you how you should look in a very weird way. I mean, those are brands that are telling you how you should look in what age, and those things are not real. I would say that if you want to look your age and you have a hard time figuring it out, look at the stars from the 50s, 60s, up to 70s.
I mean, this style is still on.
Yeah, exactly. And they know how to dress.
Style is not going out of style.
Exactly.
That's the thing. So even denim, jeans, sneakers like Chuck Taylors, and white t-shirt, it's a classic. And it will look good even when you're 50. Maybe you're not gonna go on a dinner in just a t-shirt, but for example, like fixing your car, repairing your car, going out, making groceries. If you take care of your body, you're fit, fit, you're training at the gym, you're eating well, you're not drinking much, you're drinking water, then your body will still look good.
Yeah.
And this is actually my goal, because I would like to look. I was a personal trainer, so for me, right now I'm not training that much because I had an injury, back injury, and I had a lot of work. But I'm still eating like a gym bro. I'm still drinking my water, taking nutrition, taking vitamins. So
Yeah, exactly.
if your body will be in a good shape, you will look good even in jeans and a t-shirt. But still, like, picking some garments from classic menswear, it will look good every time.
Yeah, because all those garments, a lot of those garments are influenced either by classical tailoring, which means that they were always trying to push the aesthetical point of view in a man, in this case, so the masculinity, or they are coming from the army side of the spectrum, and it's the same. Masculinity is important to have. It's all about the representation of
And they
masculinity.
also have a purpose. They also had a purpose. Maybe not so much purpose right now, like trench coats. We're not sitting in trenches waiting for the enemy to come, because even modern war zone is very different than it was back then. But
they are still quite useful when it comes to the city. I mean, when you wear a M65 jacket,
you have a lot of pockets.
Exactly, it's super convenient.
It's water repellent.
Yeah. Or it can be, but and the way it fits, it's
comfortable.
Yeah, it's comfortable, but it doesn't look like a bag. You look masculine in it.
Yeah, and it fits even with some suit trousers.
Yeah, exactly. No, so I would say super important to embrace it, and I mean there are a lot of people on social media that actually are not trying to push too much brands, but they are more trying to push their own expression, what they are, and it's interesting to look at those people because they are themselves, and there's a lot of guys that they are in their 50s, in their 40s, and you look forward to be that age sometimes. Just to dress like them, you know.
But it's also, we should define what makes a look boyish look.
Yeah. I would say, first of all, is not to know your body. So having the wrong size, you know.
Yeah, too
tight,
slim. Yeah,
tight. Too slim, too tight.
Because you don't have usually you're a bit bigger.
Yeah, exactly. And so usually when we're kids, we have a hard time figuring out what is the actual size that we are supposed to wear. So yeah, not wearing your right size is the first one that makes you look like a boy. The second one is to wear brand's logo and things like this.
Yeah,
you look like a kid because you are a fashion victim. You are not expressing yourself, you're expressing the brand.
Exactly, and you even pay for
it shows lacks of personality when you are doing this. And when we are teenagers, we lack a bit of personality. It's just the way it is. Then we have a bit more I mean, not all teens lack of personality, but it's not that you lack of personality, it's that you lack of insurance to show your personality, to be more fair. So yeah, when your outfit shows that it doesn't show yourself, but trying to project the image of a brand, yeah, you look a bit like a teen. You look a bit childish.
Yeah, and I would say all those print shirts with some text on it, t-shirts, or like t-shirts that you got as a freebie, and I don't know, you bought a graphic card and you got like NVIDIA something, or like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or like the t-shirts from some kind of congresses.
Yeah, exactly. No, it doesn't. It feels like you are not interested in that. And when you're a kid, it makes sense that you are not interested in that. I remember when I was a kid, I was not really interested in what I was wearing. I don't care. It's my mother who was deciding, or my parents who were deciding for me. But then you grow up, and as an adult, you should care about what you project to the others. So yeah, you should wear things that you decided to wear, and not that some kind of brand decided for you.
But also, one of my female friends, she showed me some of her Tinder matches. And a lot of guys are dressing like teenagers. They're in their 30s, and they are wearing like soft cotton shorts, football t-shirts. casually, not like going to the gym.
Yeah. I would say that in that regard, not wearing the right clothes for the right moment, you're in winter, you're wearing cotton, this type of thing. What we were doing when we were teens, because we were just dressing up based on trends.
But sweatpants, gray sweatpants, I think they're good when you're going to the gym.
Yeah, exactly. So when you are not dressing up accordingly to what you're actually doing, you look a bit like a kid.
Or all those football t-shirts.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to see a match, just go.
Yeah, exactly. For me, that's the only moment. If you're playing football or if you are going to see a match. Otherwise, outside of this.
And all those free t-shirts, just throw them out or use maybe them to take care of your shoes.
Yeah, exactly. What I did recently is that I was about to throw a bunch of old t-shirts that I didn't dare to throw before because they were old, and so and I just scissored the sleeves and I turned them into a very ugly gym t-shirt.
Yeah, but there's also a thing that are you the guy that wears like old t-shirts at the gym, or are you buying special gym gear?
That I should do the second, but I must say that I've been doing gym for a long time in my life, but also I've been doing martial arts since I'm 3 years old. And back then you're kind of proud to keep using the same kimono that you have always used. There's blood on it. There's old sweat. You're washing it, of course. But I mean, it proves that you are not a newbie anymore, that you have had some fight with that. And I always kept that in my life. So at the gym, I kind of like wearing old stuff that is destroyed because it feels like I'm not this newbie that is coming just for the first day. And I know that it's just my personality.
I would prefer to show it with my body that I'm not a newbie.
Yeah, I agree on this. But it's just to say that I mean, it's debatable what we have in mind, but no, I like the idea that but only for the gym actually, that it's a bit damaged, but it's just me being a bit weird, to be honest.
I was also like that.
Shouldn't be like this.
I didn't have nice clothes at the gym. Maybe too old stuff, or maybe not so fashionable. And I've heard from some girls that I need to level up.
Yeah.
But since I was a personal trainer, I got a lot of clothes for free.
Yeah.
And I always like, no, I'm not gonna buy gym clothes. But right now, maybe my body doesn't show that I was a personal trainer or a men's fitness model. So I would like to have something actually that looks better. And I don't like those tight thermal t-shirts, shirts, gym shirts anymore, because my body is not so perfect. I don't want it to be so tight on the, for example, on my abs, because I don't have abs anymore. But I would say that you always should look that you take care of your clothes and the clothes are not damaged.
Yeah, I agree. And it's just because I'm weirdo. It's just that when I'm going to the gym or when I'm going to my trainings, I'm in some kind of other mode. I'm going outside of society, and I'm not the really person I am usually, and I'm just in my mode. It's my inner space, and this inner space is a place where, for me, clothes don't matter anymore. But otherwise, and if I was not a weirdo like this, I would advise people to, if you spend as much time as we spend at the gym, it would make sense that you have always proper gears that are always new. They look fresh. Of course, they need to be, what I'm talking about is about how damaged they are, not how dirty they are. Because, of course, there's no skip with the dirtiness. It needs to be clean. There's absolutely no way to avoid that. That's for sure. But I would advise have good gears. You are going there all the time, so you need to look good as well. It's also respect for the others.
Yeah, that you don't stink.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's for sure. I mean, we're not even talking about that. Sometimes it feels like we have to remind people so basic rules, like in the morning the public transports. I mean, when it's 8 a.m. and people are
Yeah, but it's also one thing that actually my friend asked me because I said that after PT, after the trip, I needed to do a laundry and I had a lot of laundry, like 2 bags. But what are you washing? Because you don't you wash your suits at home or do you dry clean them?
yeah.
Guys, you don't need to wash suits that often.
No.
You just use a steamer if you
Steamer.
want to fresh it up. But if you need to dry clean, I don't dry clean maybe
No.
often than maybe once a year or something. You don't
No.
need to.
Exactly. And I would say it
Maybe
depends on-
chinos, cotton. Because
Exactly.
cotton, it's getting dirtier easier than wool.
That was exactly my point. It depends first on the fabric. So if you have some cottons or linen, those fabrics, they keep the smell a bit more than the wool. But wool and silk, they don't keep the smell so much, and they don't get dirty so easily. So for this, it's exactly that. Once you have worn your garment, you steam it. It's gonna first take away the crease a bit, and it's gonna freshen it up a bit. Then you hang it outside, at least for the night,
Yeah.
and then you put it back in your
Yeah, because
wardrobe.
wool is made from fur, and fur is, animals they don't wash.
No, exactly.
They don't take a shower.
No.
So and it needs to be for them. They use it all the time in summer, winter. So yeah, wool is very versatile.
Yeah, and it's highly adaptive to your body.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Word. Yeah, but also like one thing that is actually pretty popular, and I wore it in the last episode. And what do you think about that baseball caps? Is it making you look like a boy?
That's fair point. That's something that I wear sometimes, and I wear it even worse. I wear it reversed, which really makes you look like a like a young bozo. But I kind of like it. The reason why I'm wearing them reversed is because it works better with my face. When I wear them on the normal side, I don't look good. And it's just nice to wear caps sometimes. I mean,
You're more anonymous then.
yeah,
I feel like it.
yeah,
Especially
that's
at the
true.
gym.
Yeah, exactly. You're more in your bubble, and when you are traveling, also, I like to wear caps.
I've never wore baseball caps before. I started because we did some match for Scolare and
for
Social
Scolare.
Self.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I would, I am getting aware of this. I'm getting aware that I'm 34, and I'm getting aware actually soon 35, and I'm getting aware of this that when I wear, for example, at PT, when I wear my cap, I look like I look younger. Not in a way that it's fake, but I can tell. It makes me look a bit younger, and maybe there's gonna be a limit to this at some point. Maybe it's gonna, but you can tell when you start looking weird in some garments. Just look at yourself in the mirror, and you're like, you can tell.
I never could stand guys having really nice cabriolets cars and wearing baseball cap.
Really?
I would dress much better.
Much better.
Yeah, because if you have a cabriolet, you have you need to cover your face because you will get sunburns.
Yeah. What would you wear then?
I don't know, sun filter.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I have been that guy, but I was young, so doesn't count.
Because you always see really classy car and a guy in a baseball cap.
Yeah, that's true. You look a bit like a young brat, when it feels like you're trying too hard to show like I'm so relaxed, or I got this money. It's like I got this money without working, because if I can dress like this, I mean, when you dress in a very, it's not casual, but it's more like how to say that. It's like I don't care, you know. And being this I don't care guy, like pretending that things comes easy to you, but I mean it's just it feels like you're an asshole, to be honest.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, maybe. But so what clothes make you look like a boy when you're an adult? Oh, wait a minute. I wanted to add that, yeah, you know, yeah, like knowing how to wash your clothes, how to take care of your shoes, and how all those menswear rules shows also that you're an adult, that you are a grown ass man.
Yeah.
That you're not going to your mom, leaving your laundry. You're taking care of your laundry, and you know how to wash it. You know that I read somewhere, or I think maybe I've seen some reel that someone from Japan was so surprised that in Europe we actually wash dark colors separate than whites because they just mix it up.
Really?
Yeah. That's weird. I know. Sometimes I miss maybe one black sock and I wash it with whites.
Yeah, exactly.
But usually I know what garments actually don't leave the color.
Yeah.
Because they are quite kind of old. So I don't need to be so like
careful.
detailed, careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, going back to the subject of like what garments make your details, gadgets make you that you look like a boy? I wouldn't say that baseball cap, but I would say all those like, you know, free t-shirts, maybe denim jeans with holes with some patches.
Yeah, exactly. Holes in your garments. I mean, it didn't look good even when you were a teen, so it's certainly not going to look good later in life. On accessories also, because when you are more an adult, you have better taste in watches, in you know, this type of if you're wearing some jewelry, they should mean something about you with time. You know, you're not just wearing the.
And you're not wearing, you know, this bands from some kind of festivals.
Yeah, exactly. The festival band. I mean, unless you're a festival dude and that's your passion.
And you're on a festival.
Yeah, exactly. Don't wear those. It's just ridiculous. I mean, when you are a certain age, at least.
I would say slides. You know, slides. It's a trend right now that people are wearing slides with white socks in the city.
That to look like a German tourist.
I don't know, but yeah, not even sandals, slides.
I have a hard time, but to be honest, I'm seeing, and maybe I'm aging. That's the way you feel that you're aging, because now I'm looking at, when I was younger, I was looking at people of my age dressing like with stupid stuff, and I was like annoyed. I was pissed. And now I'm older and I'm seeing them, and I'm like, I find them, I'm like, they are learning, you know. It's like I'm almost like I'm having like a keen eye, and I'm smiling to myself. I'm like, yeah, well, we all went through this, and it's just the normal cycle of life. And and I'm not annoyed at all. I'm just like that. I'm almost finding that cute, you know. I'm like, yeah, been there, done that. Cute that they are trying also, but those trends, they always look quite bad, of course.
Yeah, and maybe like wearing clothes that are maybe certain to some kind of subculture.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, punk or like
exactly.
Emo when you're in your 40s. I think that this is something for teenagers maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Because
even if you like rock music, okay, maybe just dress like this on a concert on something. But
yeah, exactly.
Or maybe if you're a rock star, then yeah.
Because, and that's what we mentioned before, you are too old to pretend. You're too old to pretend shit anymore, and everyone can see it that you are pretending. So it doesn't work anymore. So just be yourself, because everyone sees you. You know. So stop wearing shit that you wish you were.
You know that a lot of menswear guys are actually wear skateboarders.
Yeah,
but they don't dress like skaters anymore.
Yeah,
just when they skate maybe, but they even skate in like really formal outfits sometimes.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see. I think it's about dressing accordingly to who you are and what you are doing in life that makes you look like an adult.
Yeah, and that you don't need to show your personality through clothes, like not personality, but that you are.
What you fantasize about yourself. Yeah.
I don't know, because it's just teenager stuff to dress like emo or metal heads, punks, or what kind of skates.
Yeah, because they are living in some kind of fantasies, but also in groups, because there are groups of people, at school and so on. Those kind of groups, they don't exist anymore in real life.
In adult life.
Yeah, exactly. So yes,
you still can have this hobby, but you're not dressing like that.
No, exactly. Or only when you are having this hobby, then it makes sense. But outside of it, you are showing off too much, and that's not very subtle. So that's what you are requesting from an adult: subtlety.
So guys, level up, dress accordingly to your age, and dress accordingly to some rules as well, and just go with the classics. We are gonna repeat it like a broken record.
Yeah.
Just choose the classic stuff because it's just it's conscious.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
it will be stylish for many years ahead.
Yeah, and be a man. Enjoy being a man in that regard, that you are not a kid anymore. There's a lot of good things coming with that. When you were a kid, you wanted to look like a man. Now you're a man, so enjoy it.
Yeah, and you don't need to be boring if you want to look like an adult. Yeah, you can still be interesting style even wearing adult clothes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So that was a wrap of episode 32nd.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you next week. Bye-bye.